The surrender of the British in America. In the autumn of 1781, the wind that blew across Yorktown carried the scent of damp earth, gunpowder, and something no British soldier wanted to admit: defeat. General Charles Cornwallis, a man who had crossed oceans to keep the American colonies under British rule, stood in his command tent staring at a half-folded map. Red pins marked the positions of his army. Blue pins, American and French forces, surrounded them like a tightening noose. For weeks, the drums of the Continental Army echoed through the fog, and the thunder of French cannons shook the ground. Food was scarce, ammunition was low, and the men were exhausted. Even the proud British battalions, once the most feared in the world, now looked like tired shadows of empire. Meanwhile, outside the British lines, General George Washington watched the siege unfold with calm precision. He had dreamed of this moment for years. His soldiers, farmers, blacksmiths, merchants, escaped slaves, volunteers, had survived bitter winters, hunger, disease, and near mutiny. Now they marched with confidence, their tattered boots sinking into the Virginia mud. Beside him stood General Rochambeau, representing the might of France, whose ships blocked all hope of British rescue. Washington nodded toward the British camp. "It is only a matter of time," he said. Inside Yorktown, Cornwallis finally made his decision. He dipped his quill into ink and wrote what no proud British general ever wanted to write: a letter asking for terms of surrender. The ceremony. On the morning of October 19th, the skies cleared as if history itself wanted a perfect view. British troops marched out in formation, drums playing a slow, somber beat. Their red coats, once symbols of dominance, now looked dull under the weight of defeat. Instead of holding their heads high, many stared at the dirt, unable to meet the eyes of the cheering American soldiers lined along the road. Legend says the British band played a tune called "The World Turned Upside Down." Whether true or not, the feelings certainly fit. General Washington, maintaining strict military courtesy, refused to accept Cornwallis's sword himself because Cornwallis claimed he was ill. Instead, Washington directed General Benjamin Lincoln to accept the surrender on his behalf. Lincoln stepped forward, took the sword, and returned it, signifying not humiliation but a formal end to the conflict. America had won. The aftermath. As the British marched away, an American soldier whispered, "So this is how an empire falls, one surrender at a time." Washington, watching quietly, understood the significance. This victory was not just for the soldiers on the field. It was for the farmers in New England, the slaves hoping for freedom, the merchants praying for peace, and the families who had lost so much. The surrender at Yorktown did not end the war immediately, but it broke the last spine of British power in America. Within 2 years, the Treaty of Paris officially recognized the United States of America as a free nation. Epilogue. Decades later, an elderly soldier who had stood at Yorktown told his grandson, "That day, boy, I saw history kneel. I saw the British give up their claim on this land, and I saw a new nation stand up to take its place in the world." The grandson, wide-eyed, asked, "Were you scared?" The old man smiled. "Scared? Of course, but hope, my boy. Hope was louder than fear." And so the story of the British surrender in America became not just a military tale, but a legend of courage, cooperation, and the birth of a country determined to govern itself.